What is going on, everyone? This is Dillon from WeTheCoasters. We're checking on into Universal Orlando Resort. Getting ready to spend some time here and see how it is as spring break has fully commenced here at Universal Orlando. And in case if you want to learn anything what happens when you're in the parks, I'll give you some tips along the way. So without further ado, let's enjoy today's visit here at the resort. Now, just a couple things to showcase before we get into the main parks. So again, the former Cinnabon and the surf shop, as you can see over here, they have now installed doors and windows around the area. So obviously they have installed this, which is very, very good. So this will be a Nintendo store that's going to come on by here. And also this used to be a former Cinnabon location. So that is good. They've done a lot of progress, as you can see, all around within this area. Some new paint also around here as well. I also forgot to mention this too. They have updated the Moe's sign, as you can see over here, for the more modern logos here. So that's good to see right over here. Nothing too much more that you can see, but you know, obviously it's going to be a while until they get this open. But I cannot wait to see an additional Nintendo shop that's going to be on by here. Universal can make some killer money when that's going to open up. Now, of course, as the making of this video, Mardi Gras is currently going on at Universal Orlando Resort. So they do have areas where you have Mardi Gras theme right over here, including at the Red Coconut Club, the Cursed Coconut Club. And then some Mardi Gras stuff over here. But this thing you see over here is actually brand new over here. So if many have known, there is a technical bead tree that whenever you leave Universal Orlando Resort, you take the moving walkways. And before you'd actually get off the first moving walkway to head to number 2, you would actually go across this tree right over here. You can't really see it too well, but I'm just going to explain it. There is a lot of beads on that tree, and this has been actually going on since probably more 2021, probably post-pandemic in a way, and it's been more traditional. Well, of course, some people don't like that because, you know, it's a little dangerous. There's cars that travel around there. You kind of get what I mean. So Universal, of course, they've had to figure out something in case, well, if people don't want to do it, but they still don't want to keep the beads, well, this is a bead troll that's out here. And of course, they showcase that they also recycle them, and just to, you know, recommend them and all that. So if you don't want to keep the beads and you don't want to throw them out on the tree, give it to the bead troll that's over here. Just go up the escalators right over here, or head over to Red Coconut Club via by near Antojitos, walk your way over here, and feed them to the troll over here. Now, one area that's been behind walls for at least a few months is Antojitos. And if you notice, the walls are gone, has reopened. And if you ever want to get some authentic Mexican cuisine, definitely check this out. This is actually one of my favorite places here at Universal Orlando CityWalk. So if you're ever around the area and a big recommendation goes on by, definitely check this place out for sure. I highly, highly recommend it. Also, the bathrooms are open after a refurb as well. And in case you're wondering where that's at, it is right next to the Universal's Great Movie Escape. One last thing to briefly mention is the Epic Universe Preview Center, because I'm just going to quickly showcase that they do have some stuff that got moved over from the Stella Nova Resort that has been moved over to the Preview Center that has some of the merchandise. So I'll quickly showcase what's there, and then after the Preview Center on the inside, I have Epic Universe news to talk about. It'll be very brief though, I promise. Some of the stuff that came from the Stella Nova Resort, and also as I'm making this video, Terra Luna, they have added shirts like this, the Be Yourself, Embrace Your Weirdness, with some of the shirts and designs that are over here, including the hats, as well as some of the stuff that are from the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, including Toothless, as well as many others that are all around here, have shown up in the Epic Universe Preview Center, as you can see here. They have also updated everything that is going on by here, with now showing that May 22nd is the official opening of Epic Universe, now shown on the app whenever you use the Epic Universe Preview Center. They have also updated all the wands that are going to be a part of Epic Universe that are going to be in the part of the Ministry of Magic area, as well as adding merchandise themed to Toad and Donkey Kong. So big things that have shown up within the shop that haven't been in yet are now installed and, well, here for purchase. I know you can't really see it too well within the light, and I guarantee you, oh, you can see it somewhat over here. Nice, but they've also added the Kronos Tower on here in front of the middle area here to showcase what it's like. Somewhat here. I know it's kind of hard to see because of the light that you see that's right over here, but they do have it here in the middle as well. Okay, I know what you're asking in the comments below. What is going on with Epic? I know you haven't really talked about it here on the channel, and are you gonna be different than everybody else? Okay, so again, as I want to say, it opens May 22nd. Right now, as we're currently making this video, they do have team member previews going on, but team member previews with friends. That's basically what they advertise, and it's been interesting. I'm not going to go in full detail because that's not my place of line. But I will say though, from what the reviews have been saying so far within Epic Universe, in the actual park itself, has been nothing but satisfactory. I know obviously that Universal is using brand new technology that they're using for this park, and you know, they got to get through the tweaks and the hiccups and all to get through it, you know, because they want to make sure that when this park grand opens on that May 22nd, everything is smooth and dandy. The big highlight that everyone has been loving so far has been Monsters Unchained. Everyone has been loving it. So I know obviously I'm looking forward to doing Forbidden Journey throughout my timeline within Universal before that grand opening comes in, or whenever before the first visit of Epic Universe is going to go by. But I can't wait though. It's going to be very, very excited. That is obviously the attraction, even before the previews came in, that I was probably the most anticipated for. And you know, I'm glad to hear that. But okay, enough about Epic in the future. Let's talk about the present and what's going on at Universal right now. Well, hold the thought actually, because I did not know this, that Lone Palm Airport actually has been closed for a little bit. And you can see they have work walls all around the area. So if you're getting additional seating for Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, they do have some down over here, which kind of is an interesting spot to say the least. But I mean, you know, it's there. And while try not to look too far in, you can see they have completely removed all of the pavement, I guess you could say, or the concrete within the area, all the tables and all that. The ring game that would be over here where you try to throw the ring into the hook and a few other things. And of course the airplane, I should say, that is also being refurbed. So they got some work to do on that one there. But yeah, it definitely feels weird not seeing that open. As we head into Islands of Adventure, park hours from today are 9 to 8 at Universal Studios Florida and 9 to 9 at Universal's Islands of Adventure, with early park admission being at Universal Studios Florida at 8 a.m. How to tell it's spring break? They have carts out here. That's when you know it's going to be super busy out here for the time being. In case everyone's wondering about how the spring break crowds are going to be, that's probably going to last until Easter weekend, and then that will be it. And then we'll go to about a month of where it'll be kind of chillax for the most part, maybe some school trips here and there, but it won't be too crazy. And then the summer season kicks off from there. If you're a Universal Orlando annual pass holder, they have it right by the exit. It is open. Check out where the port provision sign is, and of course you can get in there. All I can say for that is, thank God. I do want to mention with this, by the way, you do not have to scan it to actually get in there. So don't worry. So all you have to do is walk up. You can just show your picture and you're good to go. So that's something for the future there. Want to mention real quick, as Islands Adventure, we're getting ready to go. Express for unlimited, $261 for both parks. Yikes. And Lynn's here.
Hi, I made it.
Yeah, she made it. So she was actually here about a week ago, give or take.
A week and a half.
Yeah.
I went on a Saturday, which is a big no-no here. Never visit a theme park on a Saturday, especially when it's spring break.
And also for Mardi Gras and a concert and just anything.
I saw All-Time Low. Guys, I love them. I love you guys. If you guys see this, thank you guys.
Absolutely. And right now, as we are making this video, the concert coming up at Studios is DJ Pauly D. So all the Jersey Shore fanatics are going to go wild here, which is awesome. So if you are coming here on Saturday, please check them out. The concerts here are actually really, really good. So unfortunately, because I work on Saturdays, I can't go to any of the concerts, but do recommend though. Check it out when you do. Want to mention too, since the last time we came here, Cat in the Hat has reopened. They also have a digital sign for the attraction entrance, all digitalized here. So good, quick little update, and nothing too much to showcase about though. Well, as you know, in Florida, it does get very hot, and normally they would have the characters over here for the stories you'll hear, but today they have them in the shade out here, which right now they have the Grinch and the Lorax, but that's good that they have them out here though. Rather than out in the baking sun, good move. Okay, so we did a ride on VelociCoaster's first ride of the day. And great timing. So here's a weird thing. We came over here, and it was 55 minutes. We left to go do something, walked away, came back. It was listed as 25 minutes. As we did the ride and got off, it's now a 60-minute wait. What in the world is going on, Lynn?
After we put our stuff out in the locker, it was like nobody up there.
Very little.
Yeah.
Very little. But I mean, it's kind of weird. So it's funny, I don't know if I can see it. They are using the extended queue over here. So that's where this area is concerned. But they're not using the extend that would go out this behind direction over here to where you get to see the Mosasaurus roll. So it's kind of packed, but not fully slammed. It's just tolerable in a way, somewhat.
It's a Wednesday.
On a spring break.
Yes.
So, yep, that tells you what it's like here for VelociCoaster. So, crazy timing. Anyways, on to our next attraction. All right, so our next ride that we did, I know we kind of cut it a little too close because we were looking at the wait time to see if we were going to hop on, but we did Jurassic Park River Venture. So it was a 25-minute wait, but we waited about 10 minutes. We sat in the front.
Yeah.
And that's probably the first time for both of us sitting there in quite some time. So we have to address a couple things there.
One, you can tell by our clothes color how much we got wet.
Yeah, I got the hit worse though because I was on the edge. So I learned something. As a taller guy with long legs, my knees kind of pushed at the end, but it was interesting. Now the ride. Oh boy.
We have witnessed a ride of 87.
I have seen better days.
1999.
I have seen better days of that ride. This is the first time though I've ever seen where the dinosaur that normally would spit out water, and for the life of me I cannot remember the name of the dinosaur that would be, but we'll go with that dinosaur.
You know,
the right side was working fine. The left side. Now I will try to do as best as possible.
Animatronics.
The thing looked like it had a broken neck.
Not really a broken neck. His head was practically split open.
Yeah, I had never seen that before. Now, of course,
you got to see the endoskeleton.
Now, of course, Universal, you can't film on the ride, which is obvious. But I wish we could showcase stuff like this, so that way it's like telling Universal, "Hey, man, fix your rides, fix your animatronics."
I'm pretty sure they know, and they're like, we know that.
Yeah.
You placed in a work order already, and now it's a waiting game.
Plus, you know, with the tourism technically here and all that, it's bad. Like, even the same thing for pictures, too. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, not the case.
At least we weren't interrupted at the end. Because usually people see the giant T-Rex and they take out their phones and start recording.
Yeah.
But then you get blasted on the
oh, yeah, and the T-Rex.
Hey, put it down.
The T-Rex part. So we actually were able to see, like, when the T-Rex wouldn't kind of scoot up. So there's kind of like a big, like a frame, I guess you could say. It's weird to really explain it because, like...
A split second where it basically went too early.
Yeah, like, it still moved fine, but, like, I never seen the frame till now. And then also one of the Stegosaurus is missing. The first Stegosaurus you quote unquote see.
Yeah.
So yeah, the short version of this is this ride has seen much better days, and I hope Universal
keep it open and keep really building it. But I mean,
yeah, I wish they could fix the animatronics in this ride, or if that doesn't work out, I wish they can do what they did in Hollywood and just go full Jurassic World. Because as much as I love the original, as a person who hates seeing stuff breaking down, yeah, as a person who hates seeing stuff breaking down and just being busted, please fix it. It's just, come on, it's terrible.
At the same time, I would say this is, it's the same for cars. I believe it's the same for animatronics. Rebuild the old ones and just don't buy the new ones.
Exactly.
Because I guess rebuilding and fixing is cheaper than that.
Oh, I know.
They need like a year or so to just like replace everything.
Yeah.
But not buy new things, if that makes sense.
Of course. Although it is still a great ride, so I hope they figure out in the long haul, though.
Keep it, definitely.
Keep it. Keep it. Now, one of the big positives that last time I was here, Pteranodon Flyers was still closed. Well, I am happy to report that even with the new paint job of the track, the ride has finally reopened after at least a 16-month period. You've got to hear the brake going off there, but there you see, it's going. So that is fantastic to see there. Also, the train's got a new paint job too, so looks good. Skull Island, Reign of Kong, currently a 40-minute wait, but this is a big surprise. The scrim on the outside is finally gone. That is great to see that they are working on the progress of getting the outdoor part back, but unfortunately, we haven't seen any trams still going through this part of the area, so it looks like they're still doing the all-indoor part, unfortunately, but at least they're getting some progress done the outdoor part, but I really hope they get that back open at least some point in time within the attraction. Because that trim had been, or excuse me, the scrim had been up for quite a while, at least more than 6 months, Lynn, if I remember correctly. So it's unfortunate, but I don't know what's going to be happening with Kong there. The future does not look bleak for it, though. I can tell you that for sure. As you can see, Popeye Bluto has reopened after its annual refurb. So nothing major and noteworthy.
Early at 7.
Yeah, which is rather interesting. Closed at 7 p.m. But obviously not really too much matter, just except for, you know, annual maintenance that normally goes around within the attraction and all that. Right now, currently listed as a 10-minute wait. And I'd like to inform you guys with the weather. It's it's warm, but it's not like scorching hot. It's
People prefer Dudley because you get less wet on that ride.
Yeah, and
People don't
Popeye and
wanna get
Bluto.
soaked.
Yeah, and if you've ever been on Popeye and Bluto, this is one of the wettest water rides ever created. Like, I have to give credit to Universal, man. If your goal is to like get wet on any attraction, this is the perfect attraction, hands down. And I mean, let's be real, and Lynn could even vouch, I don't think there's a time where like anyone could be dry on any ride on this one.
Nope.
No, like every
None.
part of your body is, you're gonna get wet. And even more so, everyone will use the people dryer like you see right over here.
Which do not use,
It's a
as we
waste.
always say.
It's a waste of
Your feet
money.
are still going to be wet, and you're going to be walking around with wet
Oh, I
socks.
know.
Bring
Well,
a change of clothes.
unfortunately. Of course, when I talk about Popeye and Bluto, you have to mention that this is probably hands down one of the best raft rides that's ever existed. Like I mentioned before, especially with all the spots that you can technically get wet on. That whole ride is awesome, I'm telling you. Now, ironic enough, as of when doing these videos, I know that I myself, I've done a few other raft rides since doing Popeye and Bluto's, but I have to be real, Popeye and Bluto's is still the best raft ride. Why? You can get wet, man. That's something that really makes it good. Kings of Indians, Whitewater Canyon is pretty close. But you know, hey man, this is still the king. I'm telling you guys at the parks, put some water in this whole area, man. You'll thank me later. But here's another big tip if you ever want to come around to Islands Adventure and come around Toon Lagoon. If you ever want to escape the crowds, definitely head over here to the back area of Me Ship the Olive in Toon Lagoon.
Formerly a smoking area.
Exactly.
Now no more.
But this is an area where you can also get views of VelociCoasters you can see right over here. So if you're a big photographer and videographer, you definitely want to check out this area here, especially when you want to get that shot of the Mosasaurus roll. It's really, really cool. But obviously, the only thing you really hear is the music that goes on by here and maybe very little crowds that are here. That's why this is a very good area if you want to escape all the crowds. Bless you. So definitely check this out when you do. And when times like this come around and you just want to escape all the crowds and look at VelociCoasters launch, well, you definitely can do that. And of course, the infamous Mosasaurus roll too. Of course, in the timeline too, you also get to see Mythos, which is the restaurant right over here. And for the timeline right now, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket with its lift hill and its non-vertical loop, High in the Sky Seuss Trolley train ride, a little bit of the outskirts of Cat in the Hat, and of course, Incredible Hulk roller coaster, that green coaster you see right over there. Well, take a look at this. Betty Boop actually having her leg working today, which is actually really good. I know normally at times in the past her leg would not really kick up and down and all that, but this is where the Pass Member Lounge is, and you know, of course, if you're a Pass Member, go in there, get your magnet or button whenever it'd be there at the time, and of course, you can chill in and relax in the shade and all that. All right, so we are over here at Cafe 4, which I know for both of us, we haven't really been here as much, and I know this is like the second time I've been here in the year and all that. And Lynn, this is your first time in a long time, right?
Yes.
So, welcome back here. So for food, I got chicken fettuccine chicken, I should say. And then Lynn had something that I've actually never had before, but she's gonna try for the first time.
Something that definitely caught my eye. It's a chicken parm sub, which kind of a sucker for meatball subs, but then I saw the chicken parm sub.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting.
Originally, I was debating between the meatball sub and the chicken parmesan, and I saw the chicken parm sub, and I was like, gotta get that.
Yeah.
So,
now, I have actually never had the chicken parm sub. Again, I've had the regular chicken parm, and it's actually very good. But yeah, Lynn's gonna try it.
You cannot mess it up. I mean, you technically can at
Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens, Williamsburg.
Tampa.
No, Williamsburg.
Oh, that too. Yeah. Well, both technically. Horrible. But yeah, we're gonna dig in meat, and then we'll let you know how both our meals went over here, though. So let's dig in. Wait time currently for Incredible Hulk. Currently a 20-minute wait, which I'm rather very surprised. It is close to 4 p.m. anyway, but still, I'm rather very surprised though. And Storm Force currently a 5-minute wait, which is kind of obvious there. Oh yeah, there is. Spider-Man, we were here when the park opened for the day, or at least a little after. It was 30 minutes. Now it's a 20-minute wait. Not too bad. Okay, we did Spider-Man. Tell you what, line moved really good. We probably waited 5 minutes, maybe, give or take. Yeah, close, 5-10. Lynn, everything was working well, and we got the front row.
Yes.
Excellent. No complaints. Everything looked really good, smooth. No problems at all. It's like as if it was 1999 with beautiful up-to-date graphics. But anyways, we are gonna leave Spider-Man, and we're probably gonna leave the park just for right now, just because we are getting ready to check into Terra Luna. Yeah, so again, as I say, at the time of this recording, this is their second day of operation as it opened on Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, and we're gonna be going over there.
Done Tuesday. We could have done Tuesday night, but
yeah, we were both working.
ask him.
Yeah, right, we were both working. But anyways, yeah, so we're gonna be going over to Terra Luna check-in because our check-in is going on right now. And yeah, it should be very, very good though. I just hope it's not like what happened to Stella Nova, so you know, hopefully we don't run into that situation. But yeah, we're very excited. And this is Universal Orlando's 10th hotel. Hard to believe that's 10 hotels that they're actually having.
How many does Disney have?
Like almost 30 maybe. If you guys remember, let me know in the comments down below. I want to say it's like 27. I know they have a lot, so.
Too many and they're too pricey.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, we're leaving on this adventure. They do have a lighting rig that's getting built right over here. They're probably getting that ready for Grad Bash coming on by. That is going to be in like April, May, give or take, depending on certain schools and all that. So it's like a different special event that goes around within Universal Orlando where like the kids, they'll celebrate like leaving, like ending middle school or ending high school no matter. So they'll...
I did it for my 8th grade year.
I'm jealous.
But unfortunately, they wanted us to go to Six Flags Georgia for my senior year, and that trip got canceled.
Yeah, what could have been, huh? But yeah, they have that Grad Bash ready, so be sure that whenever you do come to Universal, be ready for like the crowds and whatnot, and like the early closures of the times. Which, you know, you can find that in the Universal Orlando app or on their website too at universalorlando.com.